Hey guys, I've been a little busy lately, so I'm going to edit this review pretty minimally. So I just saw the new Blumhouse horror movie Ma, and it was pretty good. Now since this trailer I was pretty excited for this film, but I also had the fear that it would really suck. The one thing I was expecting from this movie from the very least was a great performance from Octavia Spencer, and she definitely delivered. Spencer's natural charm really aided her in this role, and I don't really see anyone else being able to play it as well as her. The rest of the cast did a pretty good job for the most part. I really enjoyed Diana Silvers in this movie, and between this and Booksmart, she has a bright future ahead of her. The only performance in the film I did not enjoy was Corey Fogelmanis, but that was more to do with the writing if I'm being completely honest. His character was just kind of annoying, and he did the best with the material he was given, but there were some scenes where he was just a little unconvincing. Also, when it comes to my gripes with acting, Allison Janney does a good job of what she's given in this film, but she's essentially just doing a cameo role. I get she is friends with the director of this movie, but you literally have Allison Janney in your cast. Maybe utilize her more. This is also a film where the teenagers actually feel like teenagers, which was refreshing. The film does have some stupid decision making, but I was able to look past it in this case for the most part. Diana Silver's character makes one really stupid decision towards the end of the film, and Corey Fogelmanis' character was just infuriatingly stupid the entire movie. But aside from that, I was able to ignore most of the terrible decision making. One of my favorite aspects to the movie was the musical composition, to my surprise. I was kind of expecting just stock horror music, but some of the soundtrack has legitimately stuck with me, especially the very last music that plays before the end credits. The film is also surprisingly well shot for a horror movie in the year 2019. There is some bland cinematography to be found, and the opening shots of the film are very clearly color graded, but I was able to appreciate what was there, and it made up for the blandness overall. I really liked the script of the movie, I enjoyed the tone, I liked the characters, I enjoyed the pacing even if the climax of the film feels a little bit too fast. A lot of the violence in the film was very entertaining, although I do wish it pushed it a little further. There's a scene where a girl gets her mouth sewn shut. I'm not spoiling anything because you all saw this in the trailer, but you never actually see the needle going into her lip. It can't have been anything to do with gore because there is a scene that features much more gory violence happening. And if it was a budget issue, then they would not have shown the needle being pulled out of the lips, would they? There is some great reactions in the scene, and I guess this is kind of a nitpick, but at the same time I wish the film had pushed its gore a little further. There's another scene where they actually tease something horrifying happening, but it doesn't happen, but it was still effective because of the suspense they build up, but this scene was not that. I enjoyed the production design when it came to Ma's basement and her house as a whole. There is legitimate tension at many points throughout this movie. Sure, I have quite a lot of issues with the movie, but they are all minor enough in a way that it still balances out as a good film. And speaking 100% honestly, this is the first film I have seen in God knows how long where my critic mindset just left me behind and I was completely sucked in. This film is genuinely so fun that towards the end I realized, oh my god, I completely ignored a lot of the flaws. And that's one of the best things that you can get from a movie. There are plenty of movies that I give great ratings that I acknowledge have some issues, especially in the horror genre, but if a horror movie can distract me from its flaws, it's doing a pretty great job. This movie managed to distract me from its flaws, therefore it is doing a pretty great job. Sure, I could go on about how some of the characters feel wasted in the film, and I could go on about how some aspects do not quite make sense, and I could go on about some of the stupid decisions. But honestly, I just want to revel in the fact that this is one of the most refreshing movies I've seen all year. Most of 2019's horror movies have had one stick-out issue for me, even with ones I preferred to this. The only one I can think of that isn't really true to that anymore is Us, and even then on first watch I had one major issue with it. But this film completely breaks that trend. Every issue I have with this movie is fairly minor in the scale of things, and while there are certainly quite a few of them, it balances out in a good way for this film. Overall, I would definitely recommend you check this movie out, at least for Octavia Spencer's incredible performance here. And I'm giving Ma an 8 out of 10. Hey guys, before I do my usual outro shtick, I kinda wanted to give an update on what's coming up on this channel. Obviously, there's still gonna be the usual chart ranking, and there's gonna be normal reviews. I'm gonna try and see Dark Phoenix soon, although I doubt I'll be seeing it on release night. There are other films in June that I'm gonna try and see near the release dates. The only one of these I can confirm will be Yesterday, because I'm already booked into an unlimited screening. However, in the second half of June, I will be attending Edinburgh Film Festival, and I plan to be seeing 8 films there. So naturally I'm going to put my attention in reviewing to those movies. That will not really delay much, it'll just mean that that'll be mostly what my channel is at that time. The only review I can see that delaying will be the new Child's Play movie, and honestly I don't even know if I'm going to see that yet. It looks hilariously stupid, but I kind of have a principle with most things of seeing the original first, so if I see the original Child's Play, then maybe I'll review the new one as well, who knows. I'm probably not going to see Shaft because it does not look interesting to me whatsoever. I'm not going to see Godzilla King of the Monsters because it does not look interesting to me whatsoever. However, if you are looking for some Michael Dougherty content, then without promising any releases, I'm going to try and start work on a Krampus review in July. This is a film I have been wanting to talk about since I saw it, and it's a film I've been wanting to review on this channel since I made it. I kinda teased in another video that I would be doing a video on this, and so yeah, just stay tuned and that might be happening soon, who knows. I'm also considering doing a song review for one of the latest new releases, so stay tuned for that if that ever happens. I won't spoil which one it is, but long story short, there is a song out right now that I definitely have a few things to say about. That should be it for this update. I can't really think of anything else that is upcoming, or at least is definitely something I'm doing. I do want to record a commentary at some point, but I've been trying to record another one since I posted the Darkest Minds commentary, so yeah, who knows when that's ever gonna happen. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe. I'm bad at outros, and I'll see you in whatever I do next, and hopefully it is better edited than this.